Hi, this is Ceema and I'm back with a new lesson on talking about your company and your job. Well, most of you are working, and those of you who are not working will also find this very useful. Well, it is amazing how most of us are at a loss of words when we are asked to simply describe what kind of job we do or what kind of profession we are in, or the kind of company we are working for. Well, that's because we are not very used to describing certain words, or we're not, familiar with words that relate to our job or our company. So let's see the different expressions or the different words that we can use while describing our company and our job. The word headquartered or headquarters is a word used very commonly when I want to talk about the main office of my company. So if I'm working for Citibank, so Citibank as an international company may have its branches all over the world, but its headquarters or its main office, meaning that the main office is based in or headquartered in maybe say India. Even if you are not working for a big company, that's all right, because a lot of small companies even have their headquarters and other branches. So suppose you're working for a small size company somewhere in Australia, you could have your headquarters, or you could be based in Adelaide, but you could have your branches in West Australia, in Queensland, or maybe in New South Wales. So headquartered is nothing but having your main office or being based in a particular place. And then you have an expression like was founded. When do I use the expression was founded or established in? Well, the very words tell me that this relates to the history of the company. If you really check, most of the companies you are working for, whether big or small, have a very interesting history. Yours might be a big company and could have been established in the late 1800s, the late 18th century, or you could be a relatively new company and could be founded in maybe the 20th century, and that's a very good thing, because no matter when you have been founded or when your company has been established, you always have a very interesting history, as you will see. And then you have an expression like has a workforce. When I say that the company that I work for has a workforce of, I am talking about nothing but the employees, or maybe the number of people employed. And can I also add that the workforce or the employees form a major part of the assets of a company. So the workforce is the main asset of your company, and therefore it is very important to know what is the main workforce of your company. So if somebody says your company has a workforce of how many employees, and you can say that the workforce in my company is maybe 3,000 employees. Maybe you're a smaller company and you've got 30 employees, but all of you together contribute toward the working and the good quality of service in your organization. Well, moving on to the next expression, which is operates in. When will I use the expression operates in when I'm talking about my company? I will use it when I'm talking about the field that my company operates in, or simply maybe describing the locations that the company is operational in. So if I'm working for maybe a small company, I can say that my company is involved, is operating in the manufacturing field. So my company is mainly into manufacture. Or maybe I am a small scale retail company, so I will say that my company operates in retail. Then there are really huge companies which operate in various fields. So you have a company like Tata Consultancy Services, for example. It operates in the fields of science, atomic energy, computer science, and so many other more. And then you also have this expression wherein you want to talk about the location that my company operates in. So I may be a small sized company. I may operate in maybe in Australia, but I just operate in 3 states, maybe in West Australia, in New South Wales, and in Queensland. But if I'm a multinational company, which is like a huge company, I may operate in worldwide. That is in maybe the continents of USA, the Middle East, a large part of Southeast Asia, and Africa maybe. So that's what operates in means. But then we move on to market position. Well, what is a market position? And how do I determine my market position or my company's market position? Well, I'll just help you understand it with the use of a small diagram, okay? So suppose this is the area that my customers are located in. And suppose I've got 100 customers in this area. Now let's talk about a company like Apple, a really big company. In this area, they have captured 75% of the market share, which means out of 100 people in this area, 75 people use the Apple product, which means that they are number one as far as their market position is concerned. And how do I know that they are number one? Because no other competitor is selling products as much as Apple is. So you have a product like say Samsung, which maybe just enjoys say 8% of the market share. And then you have another 3 companies who enjoy maybe just a couple more of the market share, but Apple enjoys the most number of customers in this area, therefore giving them the number 1 market position. So market position is nothing but the number of customers that I have captured as a company. So when I say that my market position is the highest, I have captured the most number of customers. And competitors is nothing but your opposing companies, your opposition companies. This is another expression you need to be very familiar with when you are talking about your company. So if I am an educational company, then I have competitors who are also in the same field. All right, so now we'll talk about success strategy. Well, what is success strategy? When somebody asks you about your success strategy of your company, they're really asking you as to why your company has been successful. So basically, success strategy is nothing but knowing the reasons of your company's success. Well, there are several reasons or several strategies that could, be the reasons for your company's success. What could they be? Now, look at a company like Apple. And Apple Corporation is one of the most successful companies because their success strategy has been their high quality services, their cutting edge technology. Some other companies like Walmart, for example, they have, a timely and quality customer service which have contributed to their success. So that is their success strategy. But maybe you're working for a smaller company, maybe an educational institution, or maybe a company that is involved in the manufacture of computers. So your success strategy could be something as simple as quality services, quality products, or maybe just timely and punctual services. So success strategy is nothing but understanding the reasons for your for the success of your company. And if I want to just give you an overview of a particular company that maybe I'm working for. Suppose I'm working for, an XYZ company, and if I want to talk about it using the expressions we've just learned, then I will talk about, where it is based in or where it is headquartered in. So I will say something like, my company is headquartered in India, and it was established or founded in the late 18th century. It has a workforce of 30,000 employees, and we mainly operate in the field of science and computer technology. Our market position is number one in the world because our success strategy has been that of cutting edge technology and employee empowerment. So this is how you talk about your company, maybe in an interview or maybe in a social setting. Now I will take you to the part where you talk about, yes, what you are paid to do, your job. So I'll be right back. Now let's deal with how we talk about our job. Well, a lot of times you are asked the question, what do you do for a living? When you are asked that question, there are various ways to talk about it. So as far as your current job position is concerned, you can talk about your job position or your job designation, saying I work as the sales executive, or I'm the cashier for such and such hotel, or I'm the receptionist at the Hotel Mirador. So that's talking about your current position in that company. And then you have job responsibilities. Well, if you are working, you do have a responsibility or a number of things that you attend to while you are on the job every day. And when you are talking about that, you will say something like, my job deals with training and recruiting new employees, or I could say, I'm in charge of keeping the cash register, or I'm in charge of selling maybe 30 units of computers every month. Now, talking about your job as far as you liking the job, that is enjoying the job, or maybe disliking it. A lot of us enjoy our jobs, and that's a very good thing. So we can express our gratitude or our enjoyment of the job by saying, what I like about my job is the fact that it challenges me to become a whole individual, or it challenges me to grow as a person. Sometimes we don't like some parts of our jobs, and that's when you could say something like, the part I don't enjoy about my job is that it keeps me late very often, or the part I don't enjoy about my job is the excessive traveling involved. Or I could say, the part I don't like about my job is the fact that it has night shifts. So that's how you talk about your job as far as your current job position is concerned. So if I'm working for ABC company, and I just meet a friend after a really long time, and I'm asked to talk about my job position, I could say that I work as maybe an HR executive, and my job deals with recruiting and training new employees. I enjoy my work because it pays me very well, but I dislike some parts of my job, like the fact that it keeps me late every evening, or it sometimes involves me traveling a lot. So that's how you deal with your job, because we all know that we're spending most of our times at office. So that's it from the lesson on talking about your company and your job. I'll be back with some new lessons. Until then, goodbye.